Someone's door was open a minute ago. Ah, it's that guy.
I think this might be the end of the night for several drivers, and a similar fate with Squirrel McNutt as he had last week at Talladega. It looks like the zero might be done. Let's check the replay. Frankie J and Dr. Parker making contact. Bobby Earnhardt actually getting it.
All right, we are here and we are freezing, but we are here. Burnout Cars. The wife, friends, family. It's gonna be a good time.
Ooh, monster trucks.
Monster trucks.
I gotta go take pictures for Skyler.
All right, we're here, we're sitting, and we got our spot for the race. Just waiting. We got a couple different things we're gonna be coming on. We got a monster truck show, and we got a special little jump right down there for a few cars. So she should get spicy here in a few minutes. It'll be a little longer for me, but you get the lucky time of just blinking on by. So next portion of this video you're seeing, some action.
He is going to try and get the whole track.
I know, I just heard him say that.
Misfire last year, me.
Said he was gonna do it after the monster truck.
ever need me, I'm your man. But the thing to remember, they're going to race down the pit road. They're going to turn back into the infield section. They do not have to hit the ramp every time, but they have to hit the ramp at least once. And then they've got to get down to the one-lane chicane coming out of turn number 4. This could get interesting. Green flag is out. As you've got cars already ripping it through the grass. Oh my God. Huge burst of flames. And the 7-Eleven somehow, despite all that, is still going to continue on for the time being, but clogging things up as they come out of the one-lane chicane. And Pyro V, I mean, sticking to his name there, and things went off in a blaze of glory right there. It just looks like we've still got fire down there on the pit lane.
Whoa, someone missed the turn.
You have to navigate that.
You cannot fit 2 cars, let alone on the ramp either as well. It is 1 car and 1 car only, so having that position coming into it is going to be crucial. There's still a little shrapnel on the backstretch as you continue to see cars. I mean, it's still on fire.
Yeah, remember, the Honda Grand Prix, not necessarily the most dainty of vehicles, so we've got some pretty broad street lines. Looks like I've Jim York on the move, moving up in the second. Now you see, starting to really get that read. We talked in the driver's meeting. They're like, guys, if you want to try to preserve your vehicle, you may or may not want to hit that ramp.
On-track action, you got a race for the lead. Grab. Again, these guys are going to be elbows up. If they catch each other, you're going to want to catch each other going into the chicane.
I'm going to keep an eye on the Speedy Cop because last year he straight up sent it in his PT Cruiser. He hit the ramp as the fastest that I've ever seen a PT Cruiser, and the farthest I've ever seen one of these fly through the air. All the way down to where the fence was down there, damaging almost into the lake as it looks like we're getting ready to have several cars hit the ramp. Oh my God, Speedy Cop going back! Speedy Cop hit the ramp in reverse. See, he didn't want to damage the front of the car because he knows that Mr. Sam's face is on the front of the car. He wanted to observe the face of the car. Yeah, Pyro V is, this has been a very, very eventful Grand Prix. First design of series, and now I can't even see Pyro V. Saw there in the one-lane chicane. That 7-car nose to tail. This Mr. Sam still looking good. Jim York just got some of the biggest air that we have.
He almost did it again.
Out of the radiator. I have to wonder if that damage isn't enough to be done, but he's trying to find a gear and get it going. He's letting the rest of the crowd go back.
I think it's pretty safe to say that Jim has done it. He's parked in kind of a difficult area there. That's going to make that chicane even more narrow than it was before. And it looks like some of the rest of the field's starting to get kind of stacked up. Continuing to hit the ramp lap after lap. Lots of durability out of that number 30 car so far. It looked like Jim York was well on his way to victory here, but huge hit, huge accident there as he got some sick air off the ramp on the backstretch. And let's see what's really wrong with that as they're coming to the white line.
In that position. Looked like for a second he was maybe going to try and hit the ramp again. He does.
Trying to navigate his way in through the chicane. Field's still continuing to go by.
Look at that airplane out there.
That right side is completely locked up on the 30. As the checkered flag waves, and Speedy Cop right in front of the rest of the field there. Everybody somehow, some way able to navigate and able to get through there. We saw some explosions. We saw big air. What else would you expect from the Grand Prix? Let's give a big hand to all of our drivers and all of our competitors.
Alright, it looks like we're getting a 3 wide start here. That's gonna make things real spicy. See how wild it gets.
I think we're going to get to see that camera shot quite a bit tonight, and if KSR has anything to do with it, it's going to be with him out in front looking back. And again, working their way turns 1 into the 3-wide formation. What has got to be going through the minds of the drivers on the left side making their first Crown Vic starts and having not 1 but 2 cars into either their inside or outside. Very, very unique setup here to start this race.
I mean, they know it's a hornet's nest behind them, right? It's ready to try and put them in the rear view mirror. But Jake, I'm not honestly entirely sure. I look at this setup where I would even want to start. Would I want to start tail on the field and know that I've got to work my way through? Would I rather play defense up front? Or would I rather be smack in the middle and kind of just let things play out? Candidly speaking, 3 wide into Crown Vic, I'm not sure where I would want to start.
Well, we'll see how this all shakes out as the pace car makes its way down through turns 3 and 4 to the pit road. Fans beginning to rise to their feet. We get ready to come out of turn number 4. Big Country on the inside, bringing the field to a 3-wide formation. The green flag is out. Several drivers 3 and 4 wide as they come out of turn number 2 down the backstretch. Look at them fan out as they enter turn number 3. Several drivers having some issues on that opening start. Going to lose several positions on board with the heat wave visual on board with Squirrel McNutt. You see him down on the inside of the racetrack looking for some daylight as they come to Yeah, I thought he had a really good start to the race there, but had issues down there in turn number 1 on lap number 2. Meanwhile, how about Jim York? Out in front, shows the way. Action is up and right. There's Kevin Smith on the inside. Zach Walker against the high speed, right in the tire tracks and time off. And the early win of the 7th time working his way up to the street.
Brad Birdie able to drive it in a little bit farther than his fellow competitors and already getting to the back bumper of Jack Stand Jimmy. And you got to see those horns in the rear view mirror and get a little bit nervous. So far, they took these 3 wide starts. They're just going to run it 3 wide for the race.
Yeah, Ty Brown, really impressive there. I thought it was one stretch cut right across the line of Jack Stand Jimmy. Found plenty of clean race back there. And is able to continue on. He's working now on the inside of the 88 JHDs. You see Brad DeBerti right there as well. 2 and 3 wide as they battle it out for the 4th, 5th, and 6th positions.
Brad DeBerti's going to have to make sure that Tyrone makes moves to take over the battle now.
I know what's wrong with it.
That don't have that
Ain't got no tires on it.
Hey, 7
She
cars
broke.
took the bottom.
I know what's
I'm
wrong
going to
with
take
it.
the top and find myself in 4th.
Ain't
So
got no driver
I
in
love that we put this on Prix and this choice
She
in the driver's
done.
hands. It always makes these restarts even more interesting.
So field continuing to pace behind me.
We saw that clip. We saw Cleetus racing with him through that first finish car. You have to wonder if that's
Good side-by-side battle there for the most part. Jack Stand Jimmy there as well. Back up front here, Frankie J. Man, I've been very impressed with him so far. He's not letting Ty Braun out of his sights. There's a little love tap from Cleetus and Squirrel.
Hey, buddy,
Cleetus is looking for any form of real estate. Big shot there. As we saw in the left rear of the Zero of Squirrel McNutt. Maybe the signal a little bit out the window there. That illuminated, that means the driver is on that boost using the cushion pass. Typically you're going to see the drivers use it later in the race. Frankie J might want to use it right here to keep battling back along the race.
Coming out of turn two. Frankie J now once again leader.
Frankie J representing race rebuild repeat. And so far, he is doing a fantastic job. He's going a quarter of the way through this one. Coming to the line with 22 laps completed. GH Diesel right behind him in third.
He got the 75. Right on the so Landon Huffman's going to go ahead and make that switch. Put that helmet back on, put that whole ties back on. And probably rejoin the field in a new car.
Now Landon Huffman is getting situated in his car. I believe we had a little bit of a scuffle down in turn number 1 between the 30 of Cleetus McFarland and the 0 of Squirrel McNutt as the Freedom Factory crew works to get Landon situated there. They got to make sure they have all the belts adjusted properly. Make sure that Landon is as safe as he can be inside the car.
And these drivers, of course, all have one-way radio communications as well. They do run receivers that allows timing and scoring, race control to talk to them in their ear. For the drivers that elect not to have spotters, and I don't believe anyone said they were running spotters per se here this evening.
I think we may have a couple that might have snuck a spotter or two up in the
They weren't willing to admit it at the drivers meeting because they were all going to get roasted if they wanted the spotters. And man, it's already continuing. Another little love tap here on the front stretch from Cleetus to Squirrel McNutt. You might even pull up to the door here.
Oh, he turned it here in the front stretch. What are friends for? Man, I just got this red front tire. You're going to make it. You're going to damage it already. This ball's got to be a little hot under the collar right now. He works his way back to the tail end of the field, still trying to get Landon Huffman situated into his new car. There is still one 117 of Frankie J, 7 of Dr. Parker Mitchell, and it was on from there.
George just got in the big crash, broke the wall. Someone's door was open a minute ago. Ah, it's that guy.
I think this might be the end of the night for several drivers, and a similar fate with Squirrel McNutt as he had last week at Talladega. It looks like the 0 might be done. Let's check the replay. Frankie J and Dr. Parker making contact. Bobby Earnhardt actually gets Parker Mitchell and Squirrel McNutt. They're on the ground. McNutt's got the high ground, but Dr. Parker is relentless as he continues to wail on McNutt. These two, I thought these two were friends.
They are not friends after this evening.
Well, we'll have to try to get a word from Dr. Parker here before the night is over. Squirrel, hoping he's got all his teeth knocked in there. Good thing he knows a dentist.
Can you imagine, though, he gets his teeth knocked out, then have to call the guy that knocked them out and put them back in?
Well, that's what friends are. They're talking it over now. Oh, yeah, save the earbuds. Those things are expensive. So, tough break.
All right, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Tomorrow, we're doing burnout contest. I know it's kind of late to post, but we're rocking it anyways. So hope you guys like, comment, subscribe, and we'll catch you tomorrow.
I can't make it now. I could do this all day. I could hear them all. Hey, don't care what they